What religion?
I don't want to disclose that. But I believe
So
that our religions are
it's giving Christian anyway.
But I
So
believe giving Christian. But I believe
it
that our
is. A lot of
religions are the
Christians don't
same.
like to admit that they're Christian. Also, like, I don't know where you're getting this from. This is actually a pretty worthless conversation. I'm not gonna lie to you, boy. So why is it wrong to be lesbian?
Because it's immoral.
Right. So how do you determine its immorality?
Because it's not what God wants.
What God?
My God, me, myself, the inner self.
You're a God.
Yeah.
Right. So what's wrong about being lesbian?
What do you think life is about? Like what is life to you? Like
I think life is what you determine it to be.
Okay, and what do you determine it to be?
For myself,
Yeah.
to be joy.
Okay, and what brings you joy?
You shitting on people.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be eating for you?
That too.
Yeah. What else brings you joy?
People who hate me.
Oh yeah, that brings you a lot of joy.
It actually does.
And who told you that should bring you joy?
Oh my God.
Who told you that should bring you joy? Your belief? You? Yourself?
No one.
Okay, but
I determine these things for myself.
so it's something you believe in. You
Not
believe that
necessarily.
yeah, because if you believe that eating brings you joy, that's your belief.
It doesn't come from any belief. This is just a state of my reality.
Okay, just how I could argue that religion is a state of my reality. That everything I do is, and if I follow
Right. You fully choose to follow religion because it's
So
a good way for people to cope. People don't choose whether or not they like food. You just like food. It's like
Yes, you do, because I don't like Chinese food, so I get to choose what type of food I like.
That's not what we were talking about. You just pivoted.
No, what I'm saying is like exactly how you find joy in, let's say, people like me or eating or whatever the case is. It's also a state of belief, because
It's not a state of belief.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So where's the source
Because
for that?
some people don't choose to eat to be happy. They choose to work out, or they choose to follow God, something you don't believe in. So,
Yeah, that's not what I was saying. People enjoy food. Enjoying food is not something that's controllable. People who choose not to eat certain foods still enjoy food.
but we're talking about how belief, like you enjoying me as a hater, whatever you like to call it, is, you said you determine that that's what makes you happy.
It is.
But
I didn't determine that it makes me happy. It simply just makes me happy. You don't determine what makes you happy. It's just fully based on like your brain, what your likes and dislikes are, subconscious.
Okay, so because you don't believe that lesbian is wrong, it's not wrong.
I don't believe that being lesbian is wrong, and my beliefs hold up to scrutiny.
Repeat that, please.
I don't believe that being lesbian is wrong, and my beliefs do hold to scrutiny.
Okay, so I believe being lesbian is wrong, just for the fact of my belief of reproduction.
Right. So do your beliefs hold to scrutiny?
Probably.
Yeah, so what is your argument in regards to reproduction?
My argument is that if everybody was lesbian because it's not wrong, there would be no women out there for men.
Right, so if there will be no women out there for men?
To reproduce.
Oh, so is being infertile...
Because you believe that...
I heard you the first time. Is being infertile wrong?
No.
Why not? There's no reproduction. If everyone on Earth was infertile, there would be no people to reproduce with.
Being infertile and being lesbian are two different things.
It doesn't matter how different they are. No fucking shit. That's why they're... Hey Omar. That's why they're analogous, right? That's why they're analogous. Because they are two different things, but they are logically right? Logically similar. You said one thing wrong because no reproduction. I say you must also think this other thing wrong because no reproduction. If you don't believe that other thing wrong because no reproduction, you are going to have to give me the relevant distinction between the two. Do you understand?
Yeah. So, being lesbian, you get to choose whether you like girls or you like guys. It's
Yeah,
not
so
like, oh,
so can you go ahead and provide the
way.
evidence?
You can't say I was born this way.
No one is born this way.
Okay.
No one is born. No one is
being
born.
infertile,
Hey,
someone
hey,
is
hey,
born
Omar.
naturally.
Hey, Omar. Hey, Omar. No, everyone's born naturally. Also, no one's born lesbian
That's not
and
what
no
I'm
one is
saying.
born straight.
Okay. Exactly. So,
Right. No one ever made that
but being
claim.
infertile, what I'm saying is being infertile, it could come naturally. Like you're just born with not
Right.
being
So
able
can
to
you?
reproduce.
Yeah. Can you go ahead and provide evidence that being lesbian doesn't come naturally?
What do you mean? It's like you said, it doesn't come naturally. You said it yourself.
I
Can you
never said
provide
that.
evidence? Yeah, you did. You said that being lesbian or being straight does not come naturally.
No, I didn't. I said that no one's born lesbian or straight.
Which means it doesn't come naturally.
No. Are you born 6 feet tall, genius?
Basically, if
Are you born 6 feet tall? Did you
it's
slither
in
out of your
genes
fucking
already.
mother
It's in
6 feet
genes
tall?
already for you to
Oh
be born a
right.
certain
Oh
height.
oh cool.
You
So
don't
you had
just
so you weren't born 6 feet tall. You just had a predisposition to be so. Nice job. Thanks for playing. Anyway, so yeah, these things still are natural. People are just born with particular predispositions. Do you understand?
What was that?
Right. You didn't slither out of your fucking mom 6 foot. You just have the genetic predisposition to be 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
Right. So again, people have particular predispositions.
Oh, so they could just born in with their genes that they're lesbian.
No, there's no specific lesbian gene. It is a
Exactly.
conglomerate of different parts of development.
So, would you say that if your school taught people how to be lesbian or how to be gay,
How do you teach someone how to be lesbian?
by reading them
That's
books
literally
that
impossible.
includes two women being together? What do you mean it's impossible?
That's yeah. So provide a source if that's possible, please.
I was raised that.
I don't. But I didn't ask. I didn't ask for your lore.
No, what I'm telling you.
I didn't ask.
Okay, I don't care if you asked. I'm here talking to you.
Oh, I know you
So-
don't care about consent, so let's simmer down, right? Anyway, so like I was saying before, I didn't ask for your fucking lore. I asked you for evidence that someone can be turned into a lesbian. His chin is really skinny, chat.
Can I talk?
Right, I didn't ask for your fucking lore.
Okay, well, what I'm telling you is that someone can still be trained to be lesbian or gay.
Right, so
I'm
can you go
teaching
ahead
them
and
that
provide
that's
the
the
source
right
for
thing to
this?
do.
Can you
By
provide the
teaching
source
them
for
that
this?
that's the right thing is.
Can you
that that's
provide
right
the
thing to
source?
do.
Can you provide the source though?
What do you mean the source of that? It's all over.
Exactly,
The news
you made a
that they're
claim.
trying to implement it in
What
books.
news?
It's also
What news?
the good source is watch Buzz Lightyear. How they made it so nice and so simple for you to be able to date another woman because that's what
What
the
are you
ending was
talking
about.
about?
The
You
movie,
mean you mean
the
you
Disney
mean the
movie,
you mean the
Disney's
one
movies,
you
ones
mean
your
the
kids are
you mean
gonna
the
watch
one
if you have
scene
kids.
you mean the one scene where one of the space cadets kissed her wife during her birthday party? That
Yeah.
one scene.
It's one scene is enough to start off a ball rolling.
Right. So can you go ahead and provide a source for that?
Watch the
And why?
movie.
Yeah, I did watch the movie. There was one scene of a woman kissing her wife on her birthday.
Okay, and is that at least something that shows that it's okay to do so?
Yes, it normalizes it.
Exactly. So
Why is
then-
that wrong? I believe
Because it
that
shouldn't
ought
be-
to happen.
It's a what how I see it is that being lesbian or being gay, it's totally cool for me as long as it's not affecting me or my children. That's how I see
Right.
it.
Oh my god, you're just fucking yapping, bro. You're just yapping.
I'm-
Yippity yap
I'm-
yap.
but I'm
yap.
talking about
I
the
feel
topic.
like
I'm
people
talking
like
about the
you,
topic though.
I feel like people like you would do really good in you know what, I'm gonna bite my tongue.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so like again, you haven't answered a single question in which I've asked you. And it's actually starting to get really annoying. So I'm about to just put you back in the gulag where you belong because people like you I don't think deserve. Never mind.
Alrighty, my fault. Well, all I was saying
It is your
is
fault.
that is that we shouldn't be.
It's very worthless. Let's go on to the next person. He said absolutely nothing. I've never seen someone just fucking yap for like I gave you so many chances. Absolutely worthless. Let's go on to the next person. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Cool. So do you think that being lesbian is wrong or moral?
Yes, because how is a girl and girl supposed to fuck? Boy and men fuck in the ass.
You're like actually a child. Let's go on to the next person. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. We will get some more debates in. If you do want to support me, Cash App and Venmo in the bio. It's real ghetto in here. I'm gonna need reparations. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Let's go on to the next person. I feel like parents are doing like I don't know what it is, but like have you guys ever noticed like this generation's parents? Your echo is terrible. This generation's parents is like actually terrible. Like they're like the shittiest parents I've ever seen in my life. Did you guys notice that? They're like actually like really like it's actually like an epidemic, you know? Hi, how old are you? Hello, how old are you? All right, y'all. Like literally, like one of my sister's friends, her son like literally couldn't read until he was like 7 years old, and like she just wouldn't, and she would like literally like give him phones and iPads just to make him shut the hell up. Thank you so much for the heart me. It was actually like really sad to watch. Like, imagine asking a 7-year-old like what's 2 plus 2. He genuinely didn't fucking know. Embarrassing. Hi, how old are you?
19.
Cool. So do you think that being lesbian is wrong or moral?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know, like I just
No, we tested him for disabilities. He didn't. His school was just terrible, and then his parents just don't reinforce anything at home. I'm sorry. Why do you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, it's okay. I don't know. I just like I don't really understand it, I think.
Do you need to understand something to think it's okay?
No.
Oh. So why did you say it here?
I'm not sure, actually.
I think you need to think about that. You need to break that down in your head. That's not a good trait to have.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Critical thinking is paramount. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. If you do want to support, member Cash App and Venmo in the bio. Yeah, like he literally didn't. So hi, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Cool. So do you think that being lesbian is wrong or moral?
Yeah, it actually is.
Yeah, why?
I don't know, as a lesbian, it's just
Are you trolling me or do you like want to get blocked? Because I don't care for Uncle Ruckus types.
oh. No. Is it pink?
Okay, period. Is it pink? Rusty pink, just like on my lips. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. If you do want to support, remember to follow me. Turn on that fucking. Oh my god, why are you back? Get out of here, man. No one cares. Let's go on to the next person. Give it a second, y'all. Let's go on to the next person. Hi, how old are you? Thank you so much, Val, for the game, but I appreciate you. Hi, how old are you? Alright, this person's not here, y'all. Give it a second. Y'all never seen like a nice little rusty pink? Like this? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love mine. I love my pom pom. It's real pretty. Real pretty. Purr. We love a good rusty dusty pink. Clock it. Hi, how old are you?
17.
Oh my fucking god. Let's get out of here. Oh my god. Jeez. Parents, take care of your children, please. Please take care of these fucking kids. Please take care of these kids. Please take care of these kids. They're not like I noticed. Did y'all ever know like parents not even eating dinner at the same table as their kids no more. Hi, how old are you?
25.
These kids can't read. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong or moral?
I think it's wrong.
Why? Aubrey, thank you so much for the $1 for the rusty pink pon pon. Right, so why do you think it's wrong?
Because, like, You have a father and you have a mother, and if you have a son, you have to have like a father figure. So like, how are you gonna grow up?
What evidence do you have for this?
What do you mean by evidence? Did you grow up with a dad or not?
I did.
So,
Okay.
what evidence do you need?
I'm not a boy.
Okay, but imagine you have a like girlfriend and you make kids,
Thank
and
you
it's
for
a
the
son,
Gambo. Thank you for the heart puff as well.
and it's a
Yeah,
son.
yeah. My ex. Like, what are we doing? Like, my ex had two parents, two moms. It's fine.
Two moms.
Yeah. So anyway, where's the evidence for this?
What evidence do you need for that? I don't understand.
Empirical.
What evidence?
Empirical.
What evidence do you need for?
Empirical ones.
The fuck you mean empirical? Bro, if you have a son and you have two
All right,
moms,
so let's.
bro.
All right, so
Hear me
you're
out.
just fucking yapping. Anyway, so go ahead, look this stuff up, and then you can come back when you actually have some evidence to support your claims. Because I don't really give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, imagine talking all this rah rah, and you know what empirical means. Hi, how old are you?
23.
Oh my god, back the fuck up. Back up.
Nah, you can hear me.
I can hear you, and that's the problem.
Damn straight. So let's get on with it.
Right, good. So why do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
I don't know. I just think it's wrong.
You don't think it's wrong?
No, I think it's wrong. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
so
trying
why?
to say.
Why?
Because it's wrong.
What? Can you... Hey, so when we're talking, I would like for you to sit up and actually enunciate your words. You sound heavy. On God, bro. It's giving more stones at us. All right, why do you think it's wrong?
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Oh, let's go on to the next
Heavy.
person.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Oh, I think I made him angry, chat. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We will get some more debates in. I think I made him a little bit upset with that comment, y'all. My bad. My fault, OG. My fault, original gangster. My fault. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 25.
Cool. So do you think being lesbian is wrong or wrong?
I do.
Why?
Because there's really just no way for the relationship, I think, to prosper in the long run.
Yeah, so what evidence do you have for this?
I mean, I've been in relationships with women.
I didn't ask for your lore.
You asked
said
what evidence I had, and so I'm answering
your personal experience. Yeah, sorry. Hey, my love, you're the common denominator. Hey, you're the common.
To answer your question.
You're not answering my question though. You're the common denominator. You're the problem. It's you. Okay. So your personal say, I don't know how you like. I don't think you know how like academic conversations work. So okay. So I'm gonna put you. I don't care though. So I don't know if you guys like. We're all adults here, and I do notice that like speaking to a lot of people, I realize that a lot of y'all went to school for 8 hours, 5 days a week, and just like fucked around. Y'all just fucked around for 8 hours. From 8 to 3 p.m., right? 8 to 3 p.m., y'all walked around that school, that building, and did nothing. Didn't take nothing in. So let me go ahead and tell y'all, this is a debate platform. This is a debate platform. When you make a particular claim, I require empirical evidence, statistics, studies, findings of any kind, but make it empirical, make it peer-reviewed. Okay? I don't know what's hard. I don't know what's hard about it, okay? I'm very lucky that I had good teachers that actually gave a shit about me. I'm sorry you didn't, but let's get it together, okay? Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. I wholeheartedly reject anecdotal evidence. It's not evidence at all. All right, let's go on to the next person. Y'all, give it a second. Thank you so much, Val, for the hand hearts. Thank you so much. I get them mixed up sometimes. It's real ghetto in here, bro. Grown ass people that can't read or follow directions embarrass the fuck out of me. I feel like my people will never be free. No Child Left Behind just absolutely did a number. I mean, just a number on people. You know what I mean? A lot of children got left behind. Lot of children got left behind. Hi, how old are you?
Yeah, hello.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Yeah, so why do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I don't think it's being wrong. I just
All right, let's go on. You think it's what?
Oh, no. I just think it's like, I don't know why people are so mad at you here. I'm not against her. I'm just like, it's just weird. Everybody's so mad at you. I don't know why.
Okay. All right, let's go on to the next person. He looks 30. Unfortunate. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We will get some more debates in. Remember, y'all, we are just looking for some debates. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Cool. So do you think that being lesbian is wrong or immoral?
See, I had a question about that. Is there like a difference? Because
difference between
morally, I would say no, but religiously, I would say yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe in fairy tales.
So we're just
also, I don't see why you would disagree with your own God. You know, it's a little bit delusional.
Well, that's the way I was raised. I mean, I believe I am gay. Like,
yeah. So if you were raised to be racist, do you think it would be okay to be a racist?
Well, it depends on what I've been exposed to. Because if I've been exposed only,
it doesn't matter.
Racism,
I just told you what you would be exposed to. So if you were raised to be racist, would it be okay to be racist?
Oh, then I would say yeah, because that's all I know.
Oh.
I mean, if I knew something
if you were raised to hunt little brown boys, would that be wrong?
If I was raised to hunt them and kill them?
Yup.
Well, if I didn't know that killing was bad.
Oh my goodness. Let's go on to the next person. You have no moral compass. I know it's hard, but I don't know. You can't really be Christian and have empathy anyway. I'm not really surprised. That was a bit wild though. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, how old are you? Hello? Alright, let's go on to the next person. God damn. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. We will get some more debates in. It's actually insane though. I hate people who are a part of the community who just say crazy ass shit like that. And it's a lot of us too. It's a really bad amount. And I feel like a lot of time liberals or people who hold particular beliefs like mine, because of their apparent moral superiority, they feel that they are on the same intellectual level as a lot of other people, and they're not. They're actually just as bad as conservatives. Hi, how old are you?
31.
Cool. So why do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
I'll get to that, but can I ask you a question? Why do you, when people use the reproductive reason, why do you say the infertility argument? Because that's obviously a defect. That's not their intent.
No one cares, right?
Well, you keep using it,
right?
So
because it's a defeater, right? So and that's not the part that I say no one cares about. I know it's hard to follow conversation. So I use it because one, it's a defeater, right? So when people make that argument, they think something is wrong because no reproduction. That means anything else that would lead to no reproduction, they must also view to be wrong. And if not, and if they cannot give me a distinction,
no, but they don't have a choice.
I don't know why you're talking over me.
Because you do it.
I don't know why, but it's my life though. Mods, put a muzzle on the dog, please.
Your mods are fucking losers.
Yep, they're my losers though. Thank you so much. Anyway, and it's still better than yours. Anyway, so they said a principle. Anything don't equal reproduction equal wrong. Infertile don't equal reproduction. Therefore, they must think, because of the principle in which they hold, reproduction must be wrong. This is a particular logical standing that only those who have like the most basic of critical thinking skills would be able to understand. And if you do not hold that, I can't help you, babe. Because there's a reason other people get it and there's a reason you don't get it. And either you can complain, like you're doing here, or you could get good. And I don't see you getting good right now. Are you gonna unmute? All right, let's go on to the next person, y'all. I know it's hard to press buttons on a screen, but if you can't even do that, baby, there was no hope for you to begin with. Hi, how old are you?
Oh, I hella forgot I even requested. That's my bad.
Okay. Do you think that being lesbian? How old are you though?
Oh, I'm 18.
What year were you born? What year were you born? Alright, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Maybe we'll get some more debates in, y'all. Remember, if you do want to support me, Cash App and Venmo in the bio. Excuse me.
I'm in.
No, you're not. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Maybe we'll get some more debates in.
Oh my teeth. Hello? Hello. The reason why being lesbian is wrong is because two women can't be dating each other, and also, how the fuck are you guys gonna make babies? Like, tell me that. Tell me.
How old are you?
I'm 17. My voice is just cracked.
Oh. Hey, yeah. We will never be free. Let's go on to the next person. Why do you keep hopping up? Kaz, get out of here. We will. It's getting bad, y'all. It's getting bad to worse. Excuse me.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong or immoral?
Actually, yes. I think it's wrong, but before I'm judged. I was in the lifestyle before. Now
it's not a lifestyle, so.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, by definition, it's not. It's not my opinion.
Okay. So, the reason why I believe it's wrong, first of all, when you talk about right or wrong, you have to go, society can't really determine what's right or wrong. Culture can and things like that. Mostly it's like your moral compass, like your spiritual, what governs you spiritually or morally. So it's more so I say an inner thing. The reason why I believe it's wrong is because spiritually, I feel like we aren't gender assigned.
Yeah.
Spirits don't have gender. But when you are assigned a gender when you came.
What are you talking about? This is just pure gibberish.
In your opinion. If you may not,
right, and it holds the scrutiny because you didn't
power.
I don't believe in any higher power. You're just positing these things to be true. I already deny every single one of your premises.
So you are your highest power that you know. You are the highest
power in terms of like my own will, I guess.
So who do you find responsible? Who's responsible for how we all got here?
There's no person that's responsible for how we got here. There's no evidence for that.
So
there's just a particular set of circumstances that allowed for human development.
And how did those particular set of circumstances come into play? Because something must.
Okay, that doesn't mean that your like fairy tale god is true. It's just God of the gods.
I didn't tell you I had a fairy tale god. I said whatever your higher power is.
I don't have a higher power.
Something is responsible for the first thing being.
And I don't know what that is.
You may not know what it is with your finite knowledge, because you don't.
Again, you're just positing all of these things, and you don't even know.
We don't even use all of our brain for you to even make.
Yeah, we do use all of our brain.
We don't use our brain's full potential. You can live your whole lifetime.
We do.
You can live your whole lifetime and never learn all there.
Hey, Karima, that's a myth. We do.
You're not understanding what I'm saying when I say
what
that.
you just said is a myth.
But I explained it to you. I said you could live your whole life and still not learn all there is to know. Meaning there are things that you will never learn in this lifetime.
Who cares? What is the argument that you're making?
So then you should never be comfortable making a conclusion feeling like you know all there is to know about it. And that you're right.
No, you can make conclusions.
You should always leave room.
Hey genius.
Goodbye, please. I'm gotta go. You're really rude, and you will never.
You just keep yapping. I just feel like you wanted to preach. Go in front of a pulpit.
I'm
very disrespectful.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going. Excuse me. Goodbye.
Oh, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. All right, let's go on to the next person. Waste of time. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I wish people could speak in like when you guys went to school, did they never teach you like adequate sentence structure? Hi, how old are you?
20.
What year were you born?
2003.
Cool. Thank you so much for the hand. I appreciate you. Yeah. So, do you think that being lesbian is wrong or immoral?
I do.
Why?
Well, that is why I wanted to get on here, because I think it's really interesting that you have posed this question as though there is some sort of a debate that somebody who disagrees with you could actually make.
There is.
No, there isn't, because you're kind of gatekeeping the answer,
so then
aren't you?
What do you mean gatekeep the answer? How do you gatekeep an answer to something?
You're gatekeeping because you don't believe in a higher power. So anybody who disagrees with you on a moral level,
I don't believe in fairy tales.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever. Anybody who disagrees with you on the basis of what you're calling a fairy tale isn't going to be able to debate you. So you calling everybody an idiot.
But you should be, though, right? If you're going to hold to any particular worldview, it's going to have to hold up to scrutiny. If the beliefs that you hold do not hold up to scrutiny, you know what we do to people who do that kind of stuff? We put them in a fucking home. We put them in a padded room.
So,
we put them in a padded room with rats, and then we lobotomize the rats. That's what we do.
Okay.
Right.
So I hold my beliefs for my reasons. I do believe they hold up to scrutiny. If you don't, that's fine, but you can't get on here.
So what beliefs? Can you stop complaining? What beliefs?
I'm not complaining, thanks though.
Yeah, but you're doing okay, right. So go ahead and prove that your God is real.
I don't have to prove that my God is real to disagree with you.
You literally do. If you
I literally don't.
I'm going to tell you how. If you believe in a God, right. So if you believe in a God, all of your morals and all of the stances you have in your worldview is going to have to be based off of that God. Because the only other being that has these things outside of God is the devil. And if you hold any other view outside of God, you're siding with the devil. Be fucking for real, right? So yeah.
That's the idea.
In order for you, right. So in order for you to prove your morals, you're going to have to prove that your God exists. So yes.
How can you prove that he doesn't?
Right.
Where's your proof that he doesn't?
Basic logic, the logic of creation. Is your God perfect?
Okay, so you don't have empirical evidence for the fact that my God doesn't exist.
We don't need empirical evidence for it.
Oh, really? Because this entire debate, you've been telling people that they need empirical evidence for everything that they say.
Yeah, because the things that they said would require empirical evidence. Not all types of evidence require empirical evidence, right?
Interesting.
Evidence can be logical. Like for example, within a case, we understand that a person cannot be in two places at once. Right. You don't need empirical evidence for that. You just know that contradictions cannot exist. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
Exactly.
You're so wrong,
so you can be in two places at once?
That's not a logical comparison. The amount of logical fallacies I
didn't compare anything.
You are comparing being able to be in two places to whether or not my God exists.
I'm not. What am I comparing in those two?
You are saying that because that is not true, and because logic tells you that that is not true, that it has to also follow that I have to have logic for why my God exists. The entire basis of my religion is faith.
exactly what I didn't say, right? So what I was saying is that we understand that. I know it's hard to listen, Maddie, but comprehension is paramount to communication.
It's so cute that you talk to people that way.
I'm very cute, actually. I'm actually really attractive. Thank you. So right,
beautiful.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully you can get to where I'm at. So, like I was saying before, right? We understand that contradictions cannot exist. Give me a contradiction that can exist.
There's no contradiction in me believing in a God. What contradiction?
Why are you doing the math before I give you the numbers? Can you stop presupposing my arguments, please? Because you don't know.
Sure. Yeah. Give me the numbers.
Exactly right. So can you go ahead and give me an example of a contradiction that exists?
Why is that relevant?
Answer the question. I'm going to put you back in the comments. Do you understand?
Go ahead. I don't think that's relevant.
I'm going to tell you how it is relevant. Maddie, how do you know if something is relevant if you don't know what the context is?
I don't believe that there
are that's so crazy, Maddie. Anyway, so can you go ahead and... Right, so can you answer my question? Give me an example of a contradiction that can exist.
I think that there are definitely plenty of contradictions that exist. I can't come up with one off the top of my head.
Oh, then go look it up. I'll actually give you some time to go look one up.
Are you talking like physically contradictions can exist?
Literally any contradiction. Can you have a squared circle?
I can love somebody and hate them at the same time. Is that a good enough contradiction for you?
You can love someone and hate them at the same time. That's not a contradiction. Those are Those are not competing emotions.
They are competing emotions. If I love somebody,
they literally aren't.
The opposite of that is to hate them. So that is a contradiction, actually.
Right.
By definition.
Understand? Yeah, Maddie, these are things on a spectrum, Maddie.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
They're on a spectrum. Then it wouldn't be a contradiction, Maddie.
Okay, so then that
Girl,
just defeated
like,
your entire argument. What?
There's no way you thought you just ate there. What the fuck? What
if there's a spectrum, then how is it relevant to this argument?
Maddie, because we're not talking about emotions. We understand that within human beings, you can feel multiple emotions because they are not black and white.
I did. What are you getting at?
You didn't give me a contradiction, though.
I gave you what in my mind is a contradiction. If I'm wrong, whatever. I gave you a contradiction. Go ahead and explain your point.
You thinking that something is true doesn't make it true, Maddie. I didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I don't think you know that either. Wild.
I just told you how that would not be the case. I love and hate people a lot. I have people that I really hate that I love.
Those are contradictory emotions.
They're literally
not. Contradiction.
Maddie,
you're literally delusional if you think that those are not contradictory.
Hey, Mardi Gras. They are not contradictions. Because
what's your definition of a contradiction?
Happen at the
Let's
same
start
time.
there. What's your definition of a contradiction?
Conflicting statements in which one must be true. And if they cannot both be true.
So there's no conflict between me loving and hating someone. Let's say they're two different people. There's no conflict between loving someone and hating another person.
And contradiction are two different things.
That's crazy because you just use conflict as part of the definition of contradiction. So
I said contradict.
Okay. Don't see your point.
I know you don't. It's hard.
Okay.
Anyway, so like I was saying before, can you go ahead and look up contradictions that exist? Like any, you know? Can you have a squared circle? You know, like it's...
So, I still don't understand what kind of a contradiction you want me to give you if that's not real.
Anyway, right. So we understand that there is not a single contradiction that can exist, right? Contradictions are objective. There is no contradiction that can exist, right? This is a truth of reality.
Okay.
Okay? Is your God perfect?
That's still not a relevant point to make. I believe so.
You cannot determine my question's relevancy if you do not know what I'm talking about, Maddie. Do you understand?
I absolutely can, actually.
You literally can. If you don't know the point I'm making, you cannot determine the question's relevancy.
Okay. Yes, I believe my God is perfect.
I know it's hard for you. Okay. Right. Is your God's perfection self-sustaining?
Yes.
What's the definition of perfect, Maddie?
Without flaw.
Without flaw. Can you make something that's perfect better?
No.
If something is perfect, would it make sense for you to desire more out of it?
No.
Damn. Right. So why did God create? Or is creation perfect?
No.
Damn. So why would a perfect being who is self-sustaining in his perfection create something that is imperfect?
Well, he created it perfect, and he also created it with free will. And in our free will,
then it wasn't
we introduced
perfect.
sin into the world.
Then it wasn't perfect, Maddie.
It was perfect as he made it, but he gave us free will.
We don't even need to do all this. So
yeah,
God
we don't, which is why this is fucking irrelevant.
Maddie, you just agreed that God is self-sustaining in his perfection.
Yes.
So him even desiring to create implies that he was not perfect on his own.
No, it doesn't.
If you have a perfect pizza, Maddie, how do you make that pizza better?
If I had a
would you
perfect
desire
pizza, would that
anything
pizza
more
want
for that
to
pizza?
create more pizza?
If you were a perfect pizza, would you want to create? Maddie, there's no way you thought that made sense.
If I had a perfect pizza, would it want to create other pizzas?
Are pizzas sentient, genius?
No, they're fucking not. So what's your point?
Josh, thank you so much for the 4-month sub. Like, really make it make sense, my love. Maddie, I know it's hard. I know it's really hard, Maddie.
Oh my gosh, the professionalism is so cute. I love it.
I know, right? I'm actually like really adorable. I catch myself in the mirror sometimes and I'm just like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm bad as fuck.
I bet.
Yeah, I do. Have you ever experienced
Really
that?
fucking full of yourself.
I am. And I'm always full. Anyway, like I was saying before, if you have a perfect pizza, how do you make that pizza better?
You don't, it's perfect.
Damn. So if God is perfect and the set of circumstances in which he existed was also perfect, why did he create?
So, did he add anything to himself by creating, or did he create things externally?
He added the trait of creation.
That is literally not even remotely logical. He did not add.
Where's the contradiction in my statement?
Because clearly the trait of being able to create was already there, or he wouldn't have been able to do it in the first place.
What are you talking about?
No, what are you talking about?
Maddie, okay, Maddie. It seems like you're not understanding here.
Okay.
Was existence perfect when it was... I'm going to ask you this question. Was existence perfect when it was just God?
Yes.
Right. Why would God create then? Because here's
like
the math.
I don't fucking know.
Maddie, here's the math. Here's the math. Do you desire... If you are perfect... Matter of fact, let me just dumb it down for you, right? Let me just try real quick.
Yeah, okay.
God, by himself, within existence, is perfect. If God desires to create something of which you agree is imperfect, that means he wants something that is less perfect. That is a contradiction.
He didn't create it to be imperfect.
It doesn't matter. The fact that how does a perfect being become imperfect?
He didn't.
If creation was perfect, how did it become imperfect?
Well, if you were listening earlier, I said that's because he gave us free will, and because we chose sin that introduced imperfection into his perfect creation.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, okay.
Matter of fact, maybe I'm trying too hard. The set of circumstances in which the set of circumstances in which God is by himself, existence is perfect. He is self-sustaining in his perfection. He creates something that is less than perfect. What sense would it make for something that is perfect to create something that is imperfect? And if your God prefers something that is imperfect, that means your God prefers evil. He prefers the set of circumstances in which we have today, which is in direct contradiction with the words within your Bible. Do you understand?
Nope, because you're still wrong.
Where's the contradiction in my statement?
The contradiction is in the fact that you clearly do not understand the religion that you're trying to drag right now.
I was a Christian for 20 years. Where's the contradiction?
20 years is so cool, but that still doesn't mean that you understood
Where is the contradiction?
The contradiction is in the fact that he can be perfect and still create something that ends up being imperfect. It was not by his hand that it became imperfect. He gave us free will to choose to be imperfect.
That is not my argument.
Crazy. What is it then?
It is the fact that the set of circumstances in which God existed in pre-creation was perfect. It does not make sense for something that is perfect and self-sustaining within its perfection to desire to do anything.
I don't think you can actually make it. Where's your empirical evidence for this? How are you building this argument?
The empirical evidence would be logic.
If you were perfect, you're telling me that you wouldn't do anything you wanted anytime you could? Just because
if me by myself was absolutely perfect, I would have no desire to do anything.
You've been perfect before?
This is logic. This is the definition of perfection.
I think it's an assumption, actually.
No, this is the definition of logic.
Oh, interesting.
I know.
So what does this have to do with whether or not being a lesbian is wrong, exactly?
Right. So this would just prove that your God cannot be real because it is in direct contradiction with what your Bible says.
It's not in any way in contradiction with what my Bible says, and the argument here is not whether or not my God is real. The argument is whether or not being lesbian is wrong. And while you may see that as
your
right,
argument is based off of whether or not your God is real. I don't care.
Yes.
Your argument is based off of the existence of your God, Maddie.
Right. So to get on this platform and ask people if being lesbian is wrong, knowing that if somebody disagrees with you, there's a really high likelihood that they believe in that God, and then for you to try and follow that up by saying you believe in a fairy tale, you are gatekeeping the only possible right answer in your mind.
It's not possible at all. I just told you how it's not, but go off.
That's your opinion.
And my opinion holds up to scrutiny.
So does mine.
It literally doesn't. I just told you how it doesn't. Also, you've just been yapping this entire time, Maddie. It sounds like I hurt your feelings. Christians get really mad when people fucking like...
I'm not the one who's angry here, but go off, I guess.
Do I look angry?
You talk like you have a stick up your ass.
Oh, you assuming a black woman is angry is really weird, Maddie.
How did that come into play? How'd you do that?
Because I don't know.
Did I say absolutely anything about your race?
You don't need to. It's a microaggression.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Because you're making assumptions again, and that's not
because
logical.
I'm a little bit confused. When I'm excited, I'm angry. When I'm calm, I'm angry. Make it make sense.
Did I say that?
You don't need to say. That's the point of a microaggression.
So you just magically know my thoughts just by...
That's the point of a microaggression.
Yeah, microaggression sounds like you're just using a word to try to win.
Do you know
argument.
what a microaggression? That wasn't to win the argument, but it is weird to say that to a black woman. That's being very calm with you.
So, should I be offended if you think that I'm angry because I'm white? Does that make sense?
I don't think you're angry.
You said Christians get really angry, so should I be offended?
It wouldn't be because you're white.
Were you not talking about me?
Right.
How am I supposed to know that it's not because I'm white?
Because there's no particular stereotype associated with that.
So you're basing your entire personality
when I said that, I didn't know your race
off of a stereotype.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did, because you just immediately assumed that because I thought you sounded kind of angry that it was because you're black.
Yeah, because I don't sound angry.
Debatable,
it is the inherent
okay.
perception of the aggression of black people.
The way that you've been talking this entire time, maybe not angry, but
I'm sure
definitely...
it feels that way to you, Maddie.
Yeah, okay. I love that you think this is a debate. It's really cute.
It wasn't a debate.
No?
No, it wasn't.
Why is that?
You don't have the tact.
Because you were just right the entire time?
I was.
And you do have the tact?
I do.
Interesting, because you treat literally everyone that comes on here like shit, and you talk over everybody.
I treat them like that because I do have the tact.
Yeah, that's really not how that works. That's
it literally
yet
is.
Another contradiction.
Would you know that? Would you know that, Maddie? Where's the contradiction?
I'm sorry, do you fucking know me? Like, why are you assuming that I'm stupid?
Did I make you angry, Maddie?
You're literally just using pettiness to try to get me angry so that it doesn't...
Why would I try to get you angry, Maddie?
Because that's a really easy way to win an argument, isn't it?
I'm not trying to win anything.
Oh, really?
Mad Maddie?
So you're telling me...
Funny.
Hilarious. Never heard that before. You're really telling me that you get on here every single day expecting to lose this argument? Like you want to lose this argument?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Then what exactly would be your idea of a...
I want to lose.
What would be your idea of a correct response to your prompt then?
One that shows like any issues within my worldview. I don't know what that would...
worldview.
Right. When you show a contradiction within my... Right. So the way you prove your opponent wrong is if you find particular absurdities or contradictions within their worldview. No one has ever been able to do that for me. I want to lose debates. That's why I debate.
Okay, so within your worldview, you have set up everything perfectly so that there is no way that you can be wrong.
That's the point of a debate. B, thank you so much for the galaxy. That's the point of a debate. That's called being prepared.
Okay,
that's called knowing
no,
all of your opponent's arguments. That's what I've been trained to do as a debater.
Mm-hmm. So there's a difference between preparing and refusing to allow there to be any contradiction to what you're saying.
How do you refuse a contradiction?
You've done it several times during this argument, so I don't know.
Can you name one time I've done that?
Well, for starters, you call my religion a fairy tale, which would be a contradiction to your argument.
No. What argument did I make that would contradict that?
The entire premise of this is being lesbian immoral can be contradicted by my religion, but you have rejected it because you don't view it as anything more than a fairy tale.
Hey, Maddie, you would have to prove that your God exists before you can prove his morals. Because I can just say that the floating
happened. Like
we can prove the Big Bang happened. I don't have to do anything. They've already.
It's literally a theory.
Maddie, do you know what a theory is?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what a scientific theory is? Because the way scientists use the word theory and the way that we use theory colloquially are not the same.
I do know that. Thanks.
Then why did you say that it's just a theory? Because
it is a theory.
No one who knows the definition of a scientific theory knows what I just said.
So
can you define theory, please?
Yes.
Thank you, Jersey, for this one. I appreciate you, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the gifts, you guys.
A scientific
Samantha, thank you so much for the $20 cash app, my love. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you so much. W Samantha. Go ahead.
A scientific theory is something that has been tested and majority proved to be possible. It's proved to be possible, dependable, but not fact. A theory is never fact.
That's not true.
Yes, it is, actually.
Theories
it is 100% true. Nope, they are definitely not. If it's a theory, it has not been made a fact yet.
No. So theory.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain this to you. A theory is a series of laws we have about our universe that are facts. Blank, thank you so much for the meteor shower, my love. And Kitio, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you. A theory is a series of facts that are universal, like objective truths that lead to a particular conclusion. And this conclusion, when held to scrutiny, cannot be found with any contradictions. So
and if it is found with contradictions,
I'm not done speaking. I'm not done speaking. A theory, right? A theory is a way in which, via the scientific method, we come to particular conclusions about the universe in which we live in.
Yes.
Right.
That
so theories
would
are
ideally
facts.
Be fact.
Theories are facts.
Nope. You're conflating two completely different things.
What is a fact, Maddie?
A fact is something that cannot be disproven. So if you have a theory that is in the process of being proven and it gets disproven, guess what that theory isn't?
It would be no longer a fact.
It would not be a fact. It is not a fact just because it's a theory.
Right. So, thank you so much for the VR goggles. I appreciate you, Tina. Right. So, Maddie, it was a fact, right? I'm not sure how long ago it was, that Black people had thicker blood. When we did more research, we found that that was false. It became not a fact anymore.
Which means that it was, in technicality, still a theory by the proper definition of a theory. Because if there was more research to be done, then it could not be proven as fact.
It was not a theory, it was a fact.
No. Because we also used to think that the world was flat. Which
exactly.
Was a theory.
And that was a fact.
It was a theory.
It was a fact until it became not a fact.
Because it got disproven. The theory got disproven, which made it incorrect.
Right. So in hindsight, we know that these were not facts. Facts are things, right? Facts are particular conclusions we have about the world around us, given the information that we currently have. Once we find more information, they maintain being facts, or they become not facts.
And my religion has not been disproven ever.
It has.
So,
via logic.
It really hasn't.
It has via logic.
Okay, so disprove the Dead Sea Scrolls to me then.
What are the Dead Sea Scrolls, Maddie?
Exactly.
No, tell me what they are.
The Dead Sea Scrolls are ancient scrolls that are translations of the Bible that match up to the Bible that we have today.
Okay. And?
So they prove that
the Bible has been around for a long time. Thank you.
It's been around for a long time, and there are no contradictions in it.
You know what else has been along for the wrong time? Buddhism. Longer than the Bible. Longer than the Dead Sea Scrolls, actually. So does that make Buddhism even more correct?
It means it's a possible theory, yeah.
A possible theory of what?
Of the origin of existence, the way we should live our lives, the afterlife.
What are you talking about? Nothing yet? Do you need more time?
Girl. Why don't you look it up? There are so many.
You made the claim. Oh, if there's so many, why are you taking so long? Go find the source.
I did go find a source.
Oh, did you find it? Where's it from?
I found several sources.
Right. Can you tell me one of them, please?
Let me pull it up on my computer. There's too many to remember, unfortunately.
Oh, sure. Right. If you guys do want to support me, we have 2.5 thousand people in here. Please follow me on that bell. I debate every day, except for Thursdays, y'all, because I got therapy. But thank you so much, all of you, for coming here. If you do want to support me, remember Cash App and Venmo in the bio. That's the best way to support me because I get 100% of the proceeds over there. But if not, just double tap that screen. It's all right. Thank you for being here.
Sorry, my computer's a little slow.
Damn.
Yeah. It's for school, so not the best quality. Alrighty. Would Smithsonian Magazine be good enough for you?
Are you kidding me right now?
ABC News, Biblical Science Institute.
Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh my god.
LiveScience.com.
Are you not embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed? It's like
Biblical Archaeology Society.
Why do y'all walk around like you've never been to school before?
Scientific American.
Girl, can you provide a source? Give me one. Just give me one, my love. Like, that's actually so fucking funny.
The Bible's a source.
No, it's not.
Yep, it is actually.
The Bible just makes claims. It's not a source to prove it. Like, the Bible cannot be its own source. The Bible cannot validify itself. Do you understand?
Yes, it actually can. That's like
it
kind
literally
of the entire
can.
point
There's
of
not
it.
a single source that can validify itself. Sources have to comment on other things. There needs to be outside sources. The Bible will always agree with itself, genius. Are you good? You learned this in fucking middle school.
I'm sorry, I thought you said it was full of contradictions. That's crazy.
That doesn't mean that it doesn't agree with itself. What are you talking about?
If it agreed with itself, it wouldn't contradict itself, would it?
Yes, it would.
Nope. That is a
it literally
contradiction
would.
in and of itself.
It's not.
It really is.
It's not.
Yeah, okay.
The Bible states the contradiction, right? Oh, MoCal, thank you so much for the $6.66. W666 in the chat. That's another $6.66 to the BBL fund. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm about to hop off. It's 10 p.m. Like, you know.
Alrighty.
I got, girl, hurry up. I gotta do my skincare. What?
Okay, I have quite a few sources here. So, the basis for subsequent discussion was an article by Lee's GM, if you want to look that up.
What is it called and where is it from?
The basis for subsequent discussion by Lee's GM.
What is subsequent discussion?
My source. Geographical history.
Thank you for the you're amazing. Girl, where is it from? What website?
The geographical history of the Mesopotamian plains.
Girl.
Geographical journal.
I just like it's Chat, look at her laugh. Point and laugh, chat. Look at her fucking laugh. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The geographical history of the Mesopotamian plains.
Where is it from? It just sounds like you said two things.
Book.
It's a book?
It's a book. It's a journal. I don't know. The geographical history of the Mesopotamian plains.
So what was the basis for subsequent discussion? What was that? What even is that? What were you referring to when you said this?
I was reading. I'm sorry that you cut me off all the time. That's unfortunate.
I literally didn't cut you off at all when you said that.
If you say so.
That's why I'm taking 3,000 of your coins. Anyway, what do you like? What's the source called?
How many times do I have to say it?
What is it called? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
The geographical history of the Mesopotamian plains.
And where is it from?
It is from a geographical journal, volume CXV III Part 1.
Yeah, so can you read the part that proves your point?
The whole thing proves my point. That's literally why the book is written.
Read the part. Read the part that proves your point. You read the whole book?
Don't have to. You told me to give you a source.
Wait, you read the whole book?
So you asked me to give you a source, and now you're questioning whether or not this source was even like you think I'm just pulling this out of my ass?
I do. So can you read the part that proves your point?
No, I don't have to. I just gave you the entire source. The entire thing proves my point.
Right, so can you prove the part that proves your point, where they say what you need to say?
Well, that would be taking something out of context, because you kind of need to read the whole book for it to be a source.
I don't know. You really don't. You literally don't.
Yeah, you
Never once in any academic setting would you need to cite an entire book. Maddie, I don't know what school you've been going to, girl. Jesus Christ. But no school, you're not going to cite an entire book, girl. You want to sit here read an entire book?
Cite the entire book.
Read the part that proves your point, Maddie. Like, not even scholars do this. Damn. Huffing and puffing. Don't pull out the 9, Maddie. Don't pull out the 9.
You're kind of a frustrating person to talk to.
Is that easy to frustrate you?
Not usually, no.
I'm so happy that I have this kind of power over you. I've never been frustrated when I knew what I was talking about. You're only getting frustrated because you're getting fucking cooked right now.
I don't know if I agree with you on that, but...
Yeah, but you're mad though, so, you know. Justin, thank you so much for the $6. What? 66 cents.
You know what? If you want to go to bed, I don't fucking kick me off. I don't fucking care. I'm not giving you an entire history lesson, geographical lesson, just for you to maybe agree with me. If you want to look into this, that's totally up to you. The entire region's like fertility and settlements came out of the flood. That is literally the proof for what the Bible says. That is one of many proofs for what the Bible says. Yeah, so this is why you're frustrating.
Oh my
Just
god!
Oh my, you're so ugly. God.
Oh, never that, baby. I'm literally hot. But girl, you came up here and just started lying. Girl,
your personality is ugly. Your personality is ugly.
It's really not, though. A lot of people like me. A lot of people like
Any
me.
idiot can find another idiot that agrees with them.
You're the one that doesn't have a source. Like, Maddie, it's
I literally just gave you the fucking source.
You literally didn't, though. You
I'm not
just
gonna
cited
give
a
you,
random book.
I could give you like a 2-hour lesson on history, but you don't agree with me on what my view of this history is.
Do it.
No, because you complain every single time I say anything about how you need to do your skincare and go to bed.
Hold on. Oh, it's so sad. You know it's a sign of like an unhealthy brain to not recognize sarcasm. Hey, Grace, that's another $10 to the BBL fund. Thank you, baby. We're gonna be snatched. Hold on. Let's see. 1 second. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Ooh. And who is this written by? This was written by... Who's it written by?
GM Lees. And NL Falcon.
Right? Hold on. Wait. You're pathetic. Hold on. This book simply goes over... It simply describes the physical geography of the Mesopotamian plains. Goes over environmental influences, early human settlements, it's a fucking history book!
Yeah, it's a fucking history book. That's the source that you asked for.
How does that prove your God?
Because it is the proof of what the Bible says. That is proof.
No, it doesn't! No, it doesn't! No, it doesn't!
History proves the Bible. Yup, it does.
Where in this book... Okay, what part of the Bible agrees with this, please?
Noah's flood.
Right, so what part of this book is evidence for Noah's flood? Thank you so much, yeah, I appreciate you.
Because the environmental influences that it talks about in that book...
Can you cite those environmental influences, please?
The fucking flood, I did, thanks.
You didn't! You just said the environmental influences?
Yes,
what
the environmental influences.
Josiah, thank you so much for the $5. That's another $5 to the BBL and the anti-crash out fund. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you. Yeah, so what part? What part?
Yeah.
What part?
Noah's flood, right?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in that book, when it goes over the environmental influences that shaped Mesopotamia, One of them, one of the biggest ones, is the flood.
What flood?
Noah's fucking flood.
It didn't say Noah's flood though.
Oh my god, dude.
You're just assuming that it's Noah's flood.
I'm not assuming.
You literally are.
No, there is.
This doesn't talk about a single biblical claim. This book does not make a single biblical claim. Not a single one.
Yeah, that's why it's a good resource. You asked
no,
me to
it's
give
not.
You
because what you're doing, Maddie, Maddie, I know reading is fundamental. Okay, reading is fundamental as fuck. Okay, when you read a source like this, you cannot extrapolate information. Also, it's talking about Mesopotamia and their plans, whatever. It's talking about agriculture. It's talking about human adaptation, right? It's talking about history, historical impacts, agriculture.
Yes.
You're just assuming that it's Noah's flood. I can grant you, hey honey, I can grant you that a flood happened during the time of Mesopotamia. How is it Noah's flood?
Because the carbon dating that has been done has related the two to be around the same time.
Right, so where's the source for that? Where's the source for that?
That at least, oh my god.
Where's the source for this?
That book. That book literally has the times.
I'm literally looking at it. It does not make a single biblical claim.
I'm not saying it makes a biblical claim. That's why I brought it up
so
as
then
a source.
so then it's not a source. So can you find the source that said that these
source.
things happened at the same time?
In that book,
it does not make a biblical claim.
It talks about
it doesn't,
when those things happen.
Maddie,
girl,
I know reading is hard as fuck. Reading hard. But reading hard, maybe if I speak to you like a caveman, you know? Look, book talk about history. Book talk about history.
Yeah, it's
book don't talk about fairy tale. Book talk about history. Book don't make an argument. Book just saying shit. Book not saying nothing. It's just saying history.
And when that history
Monique, thank you for the $2 of a cash app. Book don't make an argument.
It also tells when
book
things
don't
happen.
make an argument. Book didn't make an argument.
So
book didn't make an argument. But didn't make an argument. But find the source that said they align. But find the source. Where the source at? Where the source at? That said that they line at. No, it didn't. I just fucking read it. It didn't say that. It literally didn't say that. It literally didn't say that shit. It literally does. If that's your claim, what a claim at, what a source at,
The claim is that
but it literally does. Why'd you source? Why'd you source this up? Why'd you source it up? Why'd you source it? No, it doesn't. Literally, give me that source. Give me the
source. What do you want?
All right, so like, what was the time?
Goofing off?
No, because I can't take you seriously. Never. So yeah. So when was the times of the flood? Can you give me the date?
Sure.
So you didn't know?
No, I don't fucking know that off the top of my head. Can
so
you
how did
alone?
you? So then how did you make the claim?
Because I don't remember every single date I've ever read in my life.
Then how do you know that they line up?
Because I've read it before and I know that they line up.
Hold up. Damn.
Yes. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I asked you for a source. I asked you when's the dates and when they line up. Hello.
It would have been approximately 2348 BC.
2348 BC.
Mm-hmm.
Which flood?
Which flood are you
describing?
Which flood?
Which flood are you describing? The Mesopotamian flood or the flood of Noah?
Noah's flood.
Griffon, thank you so much for the $6.66. Let me see something. Oh, that's not. Wait. Wait. Just let me fact. Hold up. Let me just. Oh my god. Wait. Huh. Some scholars tried to correlate the flood with a known historical and archaeological event. For example, some suggest a link to a significant flooding event within the Mesopotamian region around 2900 BCE, which aligns with the period of the Great Flood mentioned in the Mesopotamian literature of the Epic of Gilgamesh. So how does it prove a worldwide flood?
Because archaeologically you can date it back, and there are other texts that support the fact that happened.
No.
Yeah.
This is simply saying, right, that during the times of Mesopotamia, during the times of the Epic of Gilgamesh, there was a large flood.
Yes.
Right. So how does this prove a worldwide flood? There's no evidence for a worldwide flood.
That is evidence that it could have happened, which
does not. That's evidence that a large flood. It literally does. This proves none of the claims from the Mesopotamia region say that there was a worldwide flood. That specific story was noted within the Epic of Gilgamesh.
And the Bible, and in several other religions.
Right, because the Epic of Gilgamesh came before the Bible. A lot of other countries have a similar story as well.
Came before the Bible.
Exactly, like the Epic of Gilgamesh.
And so that makes it not true?
Yes.
No, I don't know about that.
You haven't proven a worldwide flood.
This is evidence that it could have happened, which is what you asked me to give you.
No. It's not. It's just proven that there was a flood that this may have been inspired by. Like, for example, Maddie, what typically happens during a flood? Can you tell me that?
I think you can answer that question for yourself.
You don't know what happens during floods?
I do know what happens during floods. I'm pretty sure everybody on the face of the earth probably knows what happens during a flood.
Right, so then can you tell me? Damn, that's so crazy. Anyway, so what happens during a flood, right? Thank you so much for the gifts, you guys. You guys are being insanely generous today. So what happens during a flood? It says here, specifically within the Bible, that there was a torrential rain, right? Do you agree? Hey, take the vape out of your mouth. That doesn't help you. Makes it worse, okay? Give your lungs a break, honey. We want to keep you here. Unfortunately. Anyway. So, right. I know it's hard. Anyway, like I was saying before, it simply says here that within the Bible that like there was a torrential rain, right? And then that caused a flood, right?
Yes.
Typically during storms like this, waters are raging. Wow! Fat Sunny Cat, thank you so much for the meteor shower. W Fat Sunny. Thank you, baby. I love you. We're like 50% of the way. Thank you so much. Right. What happens when water goes over Earth? What happens? Does it like mess with the Earth? Does it kick up Earth? Well, actually, wait, no, but wait, your book here says that, right? It says that there were geographical changes because of this flood, right?
Correct.
Right. So then, during this time, there were a lot of animals on Earth still, right? So, if this is the case, then why do we only find fossils in, like, one layer of rock? Because if there was a flood, that would mean that all of this water would mix up all of these fossils and all of these bones and things like this that are being preserved. They would be found in every single layer, right? So why do we only find them in one layer? Because that's how water works, Maddie. So why do we only find these in one?
For 40 days, so.
Do you know
probably kick that
a giant flood over the entire Earth for 40 days? 40 days.
Yeah, that's
a raging torrential flood over 40 days. If a small flood, right? Like really do the math in your I don't know, there's not a lot of head to do math in, but your book here says that these little floods changed the geographic setup of the Mesopotamian lands. So if little floods like this can change geographical structure and kick up different layers of rock, why do we only find animals, dead animals, in one layer?
Because several layers add up over time, so there would only be.
It doesn't matter. We would still, but Maddie, no, that's not how that works, Maddie. We would still find them in other layers of rock.
By what logic are you?
By the logic of flooding. By the logic of water. Something is moving, it moves other thing.
Yeah, it moves other things. That doesn't mean that it's going to rip up layers
it literally
of
will.
rock.
It literally will. Right. So how do you? Oh, so wait. Maddie? How do you think rivers happen?
Because water over time corrodes a path.
Damn, that's so crazy. So wait, Maddie, wait. So wait, you're telling me that water can pick up and move things, man?
Yes, it can.
Damn.
Are you thinking that like the Mississippi River happened in 40 days?
So wait, wait a minute. Wait, but Maddie, you're proving my point.
Crazy.
You're proving my point, Maddie. Maddie, you're proving my point. You're proving my point, Maddie.
Fucking rivers.
Maddie, you're proving my point.
No,
I don't think you realize you're proving my point.
Okay, tell me how.
Right. So these rivers started out small.
Yeah.
Right. And then the water, because it kept moving, kept getting bigger and bigger. It changed the landscape of the area in which it was running through.
And how long do you think that took?
It takes a long time.
Yeah, right? It does take a long ass time.
Right. Sunny Cat, thank you so much for the meteor shower, right?
So you're really trying to tell me that a flood that lasted for 40 days would have shaken things up that much?
Over the entire Earth.
Were you there for it?
Were you?
No, so why are you asking?
Okay, then.
You just know.
So over the entire Earth, torrential rain compared to a trickle of water.
Yeah, a trickle of water that built up over probably thousands of years.
But that's not how God displayed the flood. It was a violent torrential rain.
There's torrential rain all the time in the Amazon,
right. And when that happens,
and
Maddie,
that kicks up
exactly
every single level. Every single layer you're telling me of fossils that gets kicked up. It kicks up layers. I am not doubting that.
Holy shit, Maddie. Noah put 2 of every animal on the boat, right?
Uh-huh.
Were there only ever 2 animals on the boat? I mean, I'm sorry, in the world. Were all the other animals already dead?
No.
Damn,
Assuming
right.
not.
So that means they were caught within this. It didn't have to kick up anything. They were caught within the flood.
No shit, Sherlock.
So
what are you
they
getting at?
would exactly. So any of their fossils would be found in any of the layers of rock in which the flood kicked up. And if that is the case, why do we only find them in one layer?
I guess I still just don't understand how you think that that's a relevant argument.
When a flood happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
When a flood happens, we know when floods happen, Maddie.
Yeah.
And if a flood covered the entire earth, there would be a clear sediment layer to show off that flood. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
Why can we not find that?
Your entire argument has been that there is a clear sediment layer where there are fossils, so what are you trying to get at?
Maddie. Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
Fossils are found all over the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're also typically found pretty close to each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if an entire flood happened, why are they not everywhere, Maddie? Why don't we have evidence within the sedimentary rock that a torrential rain occurred, Maddie?
We do have evidence. There's a whole book
Can
about
you provide,
it, which is the
provide
source
the
that
evidence?
I gave you.
Provide that source, please. Please, Maddie.
I did.
Maddie, that book didn't prove. You didn't read it, Maddie. You didn't read it.
Wild.
You didn't
you're
read the book.
assuming That you know.
You didn't read the
anything that
book.
I've read before
What is the book about, Maddie?
We've been talking about it for the last hour. What is it about?
Just go ahead and tell me. Just go ahead and tell me. Just give me a quick rundown of your favorite chapter and what it's called.
Not relevant.
Maddie, how many continents are there?
Not relevant.
Jesse, thank you so much for the gem. Just for the quick. This will actually move into my point. How many continents are there?
Not relevant.
How do you know if it's not relevant if you don't know what my argument is?
Still not a valid argument to make.
You can't. I didn't make an argument yet. How do you determine if it's a valid argument, Maddie?
Because what you're trying to get at does not have any relevance here.
You don't know if it has relevancy. You don't know my argument, Maddie.
You are trying to argue that I didn't read the book, yes?
Right. So can you tell me?
Yeah, I do know what you're trying to argue. Crazy.
Okay,
you're wrong.
Tell me what chapter, Maddie.
I don't have to justify myself to you.
You literally do.
Nope, I don't.
Maddie, this is embarrassing, girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're a grown ass woman. You're a grown ass woman. You know what I mean? And it's the fact that it's a very mature and adult thing to be able to admit when you're wrong. And I just wanted to see how far you would go. I just wanted to see how far you would go.
It is a mature thing to admit when you're wrong.
Can I get an L guess? Can I get an L guess? Can I get a yikes in the chat? Like, I just feel like it's really important to just admit, man, I don't know this. You know what I mean? Because, Maddie, everyone knows you're lying. Everyone knows you're lying. So at this point, we're just going to have to play you out, you know? Because what the fuck are you talking about?
Are you looking at your chat? Because I'm seeing a lot of W's for me, a lot of L's for you.
They're trying to hype you up, Maddie. You don't got a lot going on.
Okay.
I don't. They're not even spelling your name right, sis. Like,
yeah, they really are.
We're done. We're done. We're done, Maddie.
Okay.
We're done, Maddie. I think we've had enough.
Okay.
Bye, Maddie.
Bye.
Bye, Mardi Gras. Also, I'm taking 3,000 of your coins. So thank you to everyone who gifted Maddie. I'm taking 3,000 of those.
Yeah, you rock tooth like you can't rhyme for shit. Heard your record and your line sounds just like it. See the difference, me and you, bitch, my shit hit. You're a size too big, bitch, and my shit hit. I'm the first lady of Juicy Couture. Got a little cash now, so the skirt is Dior. And my lips look just like a man's Laporte. Now the kids out screaming you were better before. Before what? Bitch still snorting away. Still sipping Red Bull, about a gallon a day. Still rocking chinchilla, no an accent day. Drop top pink, cool, bitch, get out of my way.
All right, well, everyone, it's been a good live. Thank you all so much for the gifts. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. It's been a good live, babies. All right. It's been a great live. You're a child. You got to put an E after that, right? It's Y-O-U-R-E, honey. I know. Spelling is hard, but reading is fundamental, baby. And also, Maddie, thank you for those 3,000 coins, baby. All right, everyone. W lesbians. I'm going to end it here.